Take a deep breath. You'll need it. Imagine a hidden system. It operates silently, above all borders, connecting over 200 countries. It's not a spy agency. It's not a science fiction one. It's a powerful automated machine that collects private financial data, and it knows exactly what you have in your bank account, brokerage firm, or investment portfolio, no matter where in the world you open it. The moment you become a tax resident in any of the participating nations, whether it's Italy, France, Canada, Australia, this hidden system is activated. The most stressful moment for an expat is that unexpected letter from the tax agency, a letter that says, "We know about your account in another country and you haven't told us." Who are we? We're Studio Rico. We're a team of international tax experts who help hundreds of expats just like you move and manage their finances across borders so you can sleep at night. While we are specialists in the Italian tax system, our work is defined by the global rules that affect everyone dealing with two or more countries. So in this video, we're going to explain in details one of the single most important, least understood mechanism in international tax laws for expats, the Common Reporting Standards, as known as CRS. So if you ever wonder if your tax office can really see your old bank account back home, the answer is yes. And we're going to show you exactly how this global system works, how to make it your friend, and how to stay safe. The CRS, Common Reporting Standard, is simply a global agreement for the automatic exchange of financial information. Think of it like a handshake between more of 100 countries, including Italy, UK, Canada, Australia, and most of the world's major economies. The goal is simple: stop global tax evasion. For you, the expat, it means your financial privacy, as you once knew it, is completely over. And this is a good thing if you embrace transparency. Here's how it works. When you open a bank account in any of these 100 plus countries, your banker is required to ask you for tax residence country. Basically, you tell them you're a resident of Italy or country X, and the bank is legally obligated to report your account balance, interest, dividends, and capital gains to their local government. And that government then automatically sends the data to, for example, the Italian tax agency. And this is not a manual check, it's a massive automatic data transfer. The Italian tax agency is now getting huge data files every single year. The name of this exchange is, as I said, CRS, but the requirement on your Italian tax return is known as the RW form, Quadro RW. This form is where you should disclose all of your foreign financial assets, the same assets the CRS is already telling Italy about. The hidden system already knows, so your job is to make sure your report matches its data. And when you show up with transparency and honesty, you are protected. But let's look at how it plays out in the real life. Meet Sara. Sara moved from Canada to Florence to start a new business. She was so focused on setting up her new life that she completely forgot about an old saving account back home. It was small, holding about 20,000. She thought, it's just a small amount, I'll never know. Sara did not tell about the 20,000 in her Italian tax return in the RW. 1 year later, the Canadian government sent the details of her account to Italy by the CRS. So the Italian tax agency matched the CRS data with the Sara's tax file and found a missing RW form report. The mistake was not the money. The mistake was the non-disclosure. In Italy, the penalty for not reporting foreign financial assets, known as violazione di monitoraggio, can be incredibly high. For an account in a country that shares data, which Canada does, the penalty is typically a fine range from 3 to 15% of the unreported assets value. So, for Sarah's forgotten 20,000 account, her simply oversight resulted in a fine between 600 to 3,000 plus interest and cost. This is an expensive lesson that creates unnecessary stress and worry. But the letter from the tax office completely ruined her sense of peace in Italy. Now, Let's look at Marcus. Marcus is an expat from the UK living in Rome. He has a brokerage account in London with a value of 100,000 round number. He knows the CRS is active. Marcus and his team, that's us in this case, use the RW form to correctly declare the full 100,000 as a foreign financial asset. He also paid a small Italian wealth tax on that, EVA, IVAFE if applicable, and he paid the Italian tax on any income generated. When the UK government sent the 100,000 data point via CRS, the Italian tax agency received it, cross-checked with Marcus' tax return, and saw a perfect match. The result? No letters, no questions, no fines. Marcus' compliance investment was minimal, but his return was complete security and peace of mind. He embraced the system, and the system now works for him. He feels connected with the Italian tax system, not afraid of it. The system is not scary. The CRS is simply the truth. Our key takeaway for you is this: assume that a tax agency of your country of residence knows everything about every account you have and will open outside of its borders. The system is global and automatic, and they get to know everything even before you file your taxes. The only way to create the absolute trust and feel safe at the same time is to be proactive, transparent, and compliant from day one. Do not wait for them to send you a letter. You have the control to get ahead of the data. So if you are an Italian tax resident, for example, please use the RW form, the CRS equivalent for your Italian tax return, to show the government that you are a honest, proactive resident. The difference between Sarah's expensive mistake and Marcus' confidence is simply knowledge and planning. We want you to get the knowledge, so stop worrying about the letter arriving in a mailbox. Instead, let us help you feel safe and confident in your new international life.
At Studio Rigo, we provide tax and strategic guidance for those navigating international complexity with significant interests in Italy. We work quietly, precisely, and always with the long term in mind. If you expect nothing less than clarity and control, you'll know where to find us. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.